She left a 5-star review, then destroyed his only property. She posted the 5-star review herself. What she didn't post was what happened to the apartment. The rideshare driver had spent 11 years behind the wheel before he ever became a landlord. He'd saved carefully, 12-hour shifts, double booking weekends, skipping vacations, until he had enough to purchase a small one-bedroom unit in a mid-rise building on the east side of the city. It wasn't much: laminate floors, a galley kitchen, a view of the parking garage next door. But it was his, and he treated it that way. When he listed it for short-term rental in early spring, he photographed every inch of the place, documented every scuff and scratch, and collected a $2,400 security deposit from his first guest. A lifestyle influencer with 340,000 followers and a brand deal with a home decor company. The irony would not be lost on anyone later. The influencer had booked the unit for 18 days while filming a series she called Living Local, a content project where she embedded herself in different neighborhoods and showcased everyday life. She had glowing references. She responded to messages within minutes. She seemed, by every measure, like the ideal tenant. When she checked out in late April, the driver arrived to find the laminate floor in the living room bubbled and warped across a 4-foot section near the kitchen doorway. A cabinet hinge was broken clean off. The bathroom mirror had a crack running from corner to corner, wrapped in a neat strip of clear packing tape, as if the tape would somehow hold the story together. Total repair estimate, $3,250. The driver submitted the bill. The influencer refused to pay. She called the damage pre-existing, accused him of targeting her because of her public profile, and posted a vague story to her audience about a predatory host trying to extort her. Her followers showed up in his inbox within hours. He sued her for $3,050 in damages plus $400 in filing fees, bringing the total claim to $4,150. In court, the driver was methodical. He presented his move-in photo documentation, 47 time-stamped images taken the morning before her check-in, showing a floor in perfect condition, an intact cabinet, and an uncracked mirror. He brought the contractor's itemized repair invoice. He brought the property management company's maintenance log, which showed 0 complaints or repair requests in the 14 months he'd owned the unit. His voice stayed even throughout. He wasn't angry, he said. He was a working man who couldn't absorb $350 in losses and stay afloat. That floor had been his retirement plan. The influencer's attorney argued that the photo documentation proved nothing about what occurred during the stay. Water damage, he pointed out, can originate behind walls. Mirrors crack from temperature changes. Cabinet hinges fail from manufacturer defect. He introduced a home inspector's opinion that the floor warping was consistent with a pre-existing moisture issue in the subfloor, a problem the driver may not have even known about. The influencer herself testified that she'd noticed the floor felt soft near the kitchen on her second day there and assumed it was just an older building settling. She hadn't caused anything, she said. She'd loved that apartment. She'd made content there. Then the building's property manager took the stand. The mid-rise had installed a hallway camera system 18 months prior, standard coverage of all common corridors and elevator banks. During the influencer's stay, on the 14th day, the camera captured her carrying a large format printer, a piece of equipment she used for content production, through the hallway and into the unit with the help of a friend. No elevator. They carried it flat, horizontally, and from the footage, it was visibly unwieldy. They carried it flat again when they removed it 4 days later. The driver's attorney noted the dimensions of the printer on the record. It weighed 94 pounds. The doorway between the kitchen and the living room, the exact location of the warped floor, was where a heavy, flat object would rest if set down while someone reached for their keys. The influencer's attorney objected that the footage proved nothing conclusively. The judge agreed it was circumstantial, but circumstantial in a civil case is often enough. The judge ruled in favor of the driver. Full damages of $3,050 plus court costs. The filing fees were awarded as well, bringing the total recovery to $4,250. The judge noted that the preponderance of evidence, the before photos, the maintenance history, the footage, and the timeline, supported the plaintiff's account. She was careful in her language. She did not call the influencer a liar. She called the evidence compelling in its consistency. The influencer paid. She did not appeal. She posted nothing about the outcome. The driver used the money to fix the floor. He said in a later interview that he didn't feel vindicated exactly. He felt tired. He kept driving on weekends. The Influencers Living Local series was never finished. The episode filmed in that apartment was never posted. Here's what lingers. If the building hadn't upgraded its camera system 18 months earlier, a decision made for entirely unrelated reasons, none of that footage would have existed. The driver would have lost. The same evidence that saved him was evidence he didn't even know he had. So the question worth sitting with is this: in a world where so much of life goes unrecorded, how many people have already lost cases they were right about, simply because no camera happened to be pointing in the right direction?